I'm Dolanda Charles, a San Francisco State University Masters of Social Work Title IV-E alumni. Currently, I'm a child welfare worker too for the Alameda County Department of Children and Family Services in the Permanent Youth Connections Unit. In this role, I assist youth and families to foster lifelong connections, secure permanent living arrangements, and help youth prepare to navigate life independent of the foster care system through building rapport, case management, and collaborations with other community-based organizations and parties invested in the youth's safety and overall well-being. I would say my San Francisco State University Title IV-E experience prepared me for my career in public child welfare by providing seasoned educators with child welfare work experience, exposing me to terminology prevalent in the foster care world, and incorporating internships that work directly with foster youth and their families. I would add that the Title IV-E program offered courses that were structured specifically for child welfare work. Further, I credit the opportunity to engage in lobby days and participate in a multidisciplinary exercise as valuable experiences that prepared me for my career in child welfare. So, I strongly believe that a career in child welfare is my calling from God. Prior to becoming a child welfare worker, I was an eligibility technician followed by a social worker for social services. While rewarding, both of these positions felt lacking for the real hands-on work that I desired to do to help families and youth involved in the foster care system based on my experience as a legal guardian for my niece for nearly 8 years. Throughout my niece's dependency case, I didn't feel well informed about the role that I was taking on, nor did I feel I had a forum to gain clarity or support. I desired to make a difference for others who had CPS involvement, primarily being an advocate for the youth and families and preserving their autonomy as much as possible. So one of the most rewarding experiences that highlights the reason I do this work is when I was able to refer a family to the Family Unification Program for housing. The children had been in a relative placement for a number of years, and housing was the main barrier for reunifying them with their natural parent. Through the Family Unification Program, the parents secured housing, and the children were able to be reunited with their natural parent, which was a glorious day for all. Pros of being a public child welfare worker as the opportunity to work directly with youth and families, lifting up their voices and desires to all parties invested in the safety and well-being of the child. Also, the opportunity to participate in work groups and special committees assembled to improve the foster care system's functioning. As a PYC worker, I have the pleasure of offering guidance and imparting my wisdom to youth as they prepare for adulthood. I will list the cons as there tends to be a high turnover in staff, which negatively impact the youth and families that we work with. The work can be emotionally taxing, thankless, and one can feel underappreciated, which leads to low morale. Child welfare policy is slow to accommodate the times, as in changing what's not working for system-involved families. Too often, the agency is reactive versus proactive, responding to ideas of system improvements, especially if the ideas are unconventional. A day in the life of a CPS worker, I would have to say simply is flexibility. For me as a PYC worker, I could make a to-do list to maybe return phone calls, respond to emails, and work on reports, which I may have to abandon to transport a youth or address a placement crises.